Hey, good morning. What's going on, everybody? Santa Claus here in Batangas. I'm just sitting here in the cubo with the fan behind me. I hope it's not making a lot of noise. Uh, but there's always something going on around here. Well, not always, but today Catherine has no school because the teacher who gave us the puppies, they have quite a few dogs over there. And I guess two of their dogs were fighting. They had a beagle and they had I don't know what it is, what the other one is. It's a bigger dog. It's probably the biggest dog they have. They got into a fight. They let him out of the cage playing, and the big one killed the beagle. So now they're all crying and all upset. So Grace and Catherine went over there to advance them the payment we owe them for school for 2 weeks, which is 2,000 pesos, so they can cremate their beagle. It's always something, man. So yeah, we have to pay them on the 7th anyway, so it's just a couple days advance. But anyway, yeah, more bad news. My brother sent me some notice about the volcano. Said it's spewing a lot of sulfur dioxide, which I already knew because we get notices on our phone, like they do in the U.S. If you sign up for notices, it alerts you. Yeah, I guess it's spewing a lot of sulfur dioxide, which doesn't necessarily mean that's a bad thing. Just means it's letting off gas, which it's better than letting off lava. It's better than erupting. So maybe that's all it's letting off. But we don't smell anything over here. We don't smell any rotten eggs or nothing like that. Usually sulfur dioxide smells like rotten eggs. We don't see any fog, any smoke, nothing. It's overcast. I wouldn't say it's a clear day. It's not a clear day. It's overcast. But the sun does come out, so it's not covering everywhere. When the sun comes out, it's hot as heck. I have to get some grass cut today, probably. It's growing like crazy because we have been getting rain almost every day. The bugs weren't too bad last night. Just had the little ones inside. But the little ones, they may be some kind of termite. The big ones out here, the big ones, four-winged ones, they're not termites. I don't know what they are. I think there's some kind of aphid or something, aphid. But the little ones, they might be coming from the cabinets, I don't know. But I've been keeping the cabinets clean. I've been vacuuming all the crap out of them. But it's possible they're coming from inside. I put another bug light in the back there to see if I'm killing them from the back. But I think they're getting in from the dirty kitchen, the open area where we have it all screened. There's probably gaps, and they can get in because they're pretty tiny. And the 2 light bulb bug killers I have set up inside, they do the job. They kill them inside. When I see them swarming, I put on that light, and the next morning you just see them all dead on the floor. We just vacuum them up, sweep them up, vacuum them up. But there's quite a few of them. It's not every night, maybe like every other night. But like I said before, I really don't want to take those cabinets down, even though they should be removed, even because of the book. So I don't know. Maybe one day I will. When one day I'll get an itch. I'll get an itch and I'll just say, forget it. I'm taking them down. And I'll throw them in the fire pit over here. And if any of the neighbors want them, they can have them. If not, I'm going to pour gasoline on them and burn them. And then I'm going to have to repaint. I'm going to have to patch the holes where the screws were. And then repaint. Which isn't a big deal. I mean, it gives me something to do, but I don't really want to do any of this stuff because, you know, I'm trying to sell the house. And I think the cabinets make the house look better for sales. Because they look and they see how much storage there is, but they don't know about book. And well, maybe they do. But yeah, it's not a good idea if you're building a house here to make anything out of wood. Don't put wood in your house unless it's a certain kind of wood that termites don't like, book don't like. I know bamboo is pretty safe, and I know there's some harder woods, like mahogany and things like that don't get bothered. It's pretty much the cheap wood. And even if you treat it and stain it and do all the stuff to it, paint it, whatever, they still get in there. They still get in there. But, yeah, if I ever built another house, I would not have any wood. No wood at all. If you can help it, you might need a little bit, but it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing here in the Philippines, and most places don't use a lot of wood anyway, unless it's bamboo. Sometimes they do on framing work, like we did on our house in Dingalan, just some wood for framing. And I think they put some in the attic or something. But yeah, it's not good. Even the good plywood, it's called marine plywood, which we used in Dingalan. It's the better water resistant. I still don't recommend any of that stuff, even though we did use quite a bit of it over there. But if you can avoid it, and you're in the Philippines here, avoid it. Yeah, if there's any more news on the volcano, I'll let you guys know. But really, we're not having any effect here. Maybe the wind's blowing in the opposite direction or something. So I even hear Philly in the Philippines. He's in Angeles City, and he said they smell it over there, which is kind of hard to believe. That's pretty far away. But who knows? Maybe they are. But really, like I said, we're close. We're close, and we don't even smell it. We're not coughing. We're not sneezing. We don't have watery eyes. Nothing's affecting us over here. And like we're a 15-minute ride by motorcycle, by scooter. So I don't know. I don't know what the story is. There were some evacuations, but once again, they weren't mandatory. They didn't say, the police or military didn't say you have to leave. They just recommended it. And a lot of people in that area, that basic area right there, closest to the volcano, yeah, they did evacuate. But the difference is it's not mandatory, it's voluntary. They didn't say you guys have to leave. They say we recommend that you leave for your safety. And I saw some news videos of them leaving, putting them in vans, and taking them to the shelters. And the shelters, I don't know, I wouldn't want to be in one. They set up these little blue square things, like cushion things. Maybe they're inflatable. And each family gets one. And then they had water and they had snacks and stuff for them. But they're very poor people anyway, so maybe they don't mind. But not me. I'm not going to any shelter. And if we do, if it does erupt and they make us leave, I'm going to tell them I can't. I have to stay behind. Grace and Catherine, they can leave if they want, and I'll stay here and watch the dogs and the property. But I'm not going anywhere. At least I'm not planning on it, unless they make me. Unless the military come and say you have to leave, and they have shotguns and machine guns in their hands, then I will have no choice. So that's the story. We'll see. Hopefully it won't erupt. It'll just keep spewing their sulfur dioxide, CO2, whatever. And we won't get anything else out of it. So today we're just taking it easy, and Catherine is gonna do some learning here. We're gonna go over some things we already did. We put on YouTube and their educational channel, and she goes over some words, and we'll go over more with her today since she don't have school. And then they'll probably go visit Thelma's again and her sister. She went over her sister's this morning, and her temperature has gone down to 37. It was 37.9. So that's good. It's going down quite a bit. So she said tomorrow she's going to take her sister and the Maricel, the girl that she picked up yesterday, back to where they live near Manila. She's going to take them back, and the sister's going to live with them for a while. Because she can't be over here by herself anymore. She's not really by herself. She has Mika. But Mika is not really a big help. So they're going to take they have a little kitty cat and they have a puppy. But the big dog's going to stay here. And Mika's going to stay here and watch their apartment, their little pad there. And Mika's going to take care of herself and not have her grandma or what she calls her mother, but I think it's a grandmother. So Mika's going to be on her own for once. And she's like 21, 22, something like that, 23. So it's time for her to be on her own anyway. She gets mothered too much by Grace's sister. So she's going to try being by herself, and the sister's going to go live with the other one, Maricel, and her boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you want to call her. Him. I don't know. But that's the story there. So Grace is going to go tomorrow morning, and I'm going to take Catherine to school. So maybe I'll try to do a video of walking Catherine to school and picking Catherine up from school. So you can you see me do that? So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. But that's it for the news today. A little sad news about the beagle. But that's the way things go when you let a bigger dog play with a smaller dog. So that's it, everybody. Stay safe. Be kind, everybody. And do what they tell you to do around here. Be smart. Be safe. And that's going to do it for old Santa Claus. God bless everyone. Santa Claus now living in the Philippines. Over and out.